Hello, guys, and welcome to Podcast 8. Today, our guest is
Miss Kennedy Walker.
yes, Miss Kennedy Walker, and Dylan, as usual, is behind scenes. We love
Hi,
Dylan.
guys.
We love Dylan. Okay, so Kennedy does wrestling. She wrestles. So, how is wrestling going this year?
It's my first year, so it's really learning how to do everything. But for the most part, I enjoy it. The first 2 weeks I practiced, I hated it. I wanted to quit every day. But once I passed that 2 week mark, there's no point of quitting. So,
Right? Is it hard?
yes,
It is.
from volleyball and not being disciplined, it teaches you a lot of discipline.
Oh, yeah, volleyball was a different experience. But what made you want to do wrestling this year?
So basically, I didn't want to play basketball, and wasn't sure if I was going to be able to play club, so I needed something to stay in shape and to go for it for track season. So I was like, I might as well do wrestling. I already been talked to about it, so why not try it out?
And about these weight classes,
Mm-hmm.
I've heard like if you're over, you gotta stop eating.
Okay, not necessarily stop eating. So, I'm 190 and I weigh. You only have a 3 weight, like past that. So basically, the height you could be is 193. So say I wake up one day I'm 195. At practice, I'm gonna have to layer up in like 2 pairs of sweats, 2 hoodies, and with the hood on, and run around in circles.
Ain't it like 90 degrees in there?
Yes, it's very hot, very hot. And you have to practice like that the whole time. Now, when you get home, they're not saying not to eat, but don't eat to the point where you're full. Eat to survive.
That's
It's a lot of discipline. And
that
I'm still trying to learn
is.
it.
I'm glad I was going to do it, but I'm injured reserve right. Yeah, I can't do nothing right now.
But you probably would have liked it, though.
Hmm?
Honestly. It's like, because it's more of a individual sport. You can only be mad at yourself, and you just learn from, like, your experience.
Your past mistakes, yeah.
Yep.
How is the team getting along?
So when I first got there, I'll be honest, I didn't know nobody. I just knew the boys, the girls. They're like, had their own little thing, I thought they were a little weird. Sorry, guys, if you watch this. But for the most part, when we had karaoke night just last week, it was kind of cool to see the team bond together. So pretty much we do bond pretty well.
That's good. Team bonding is a really
Important thing.
Yeah, as a team, I feel like you should start that at the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're not bonding as a team, y'all ain't gonna do as well as y'all should, as well as y'all can. So, you play sports year round, right?
Yes.
Which one's your favorite?
Volleyball, definitely.
Why?
Because my friends, I love them so much. Even though we all do track and stuff, but I don't know, it's just...
It's different,
Yeah, the
different
energy.
kind of bond,
Yeah, different
right?
Bond, yep.
Yeah, because we have different events, but in volleyball, we could all be together and just hang and chill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love volleyball too. Volleyball is my passion.
So sad next year is my senior year.
Literally going to cry.
But
Literally. We already have a plan that we're walking out together.
on our senior night,
Yeah.
all of us, all
Mhm.
3 of us, me, Nia, and Kaya.
Yeah, these are my babes. Love them so much, my best friends. Okay, so back to wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think the duel's gonna go tomorrow? The match, whatever y'all call it. What do y'all
It's
call
called a duel.
it? Okay. I'm learning
Yeah,
something.
getting there. Honestly, I feel like I have a lot of faith. So basically, with duels, we might not some people might not wrestle because they might not have nobody in their weight class, and I most likely will not because there's nobody. Unless I want to wrestle a dude, then I don't want to, and you know who that dude is.
You know.
Okay. Anyways,
boy.
but for the most part, I have a lot of confidence in my teammates, and really, we just had to get them pumped up because it's our first duel. We're really in season now. Everything when we had it earlier was open, so it wasn't really something that count. So I'm a little excited to see.
Okay. So how do you get points?
Okay, I'm still learning as well. So when you're in the neutral position where you see them kind of fighting each other standing up, If you take them down and get behind them, that's 2 points. So, say you put them in a chokehold and they're on their back, that's back points. So every second is 1 point. You get 3, I might be saying this wrong, but I don't know. If you get 5 seconds on their back, then you automatically win. But if you get out of a takedown, you escape, that's 1 point. So you just have to watch it. I'm not really going to explain it.
Because I didn't understand all the things she just said.
Yeah.
I heard back points. 5 seconds, do you win?
Yep, you get a pin.
That's okay. That's interesting. I can't wait to watch y'all tomorrow. I'm excited. Well, even though I know I'm not going to understand it, but
if I don't have to sit over there, I'll explain everything to you.
Okay. Because I'm going to be a little on the side, a little confused, just a little bit.
I learned myself just this year, and probably my first tournament, because we had a duel at practice once when we went against our teammates. I'm like, I don't know where these points are coming from. I'm trying to learn, and Coach E is throwing this up, and I just had to learn from there.
So eating, you get your source of energy from eating.
Yes.
And have you had to cut weight?
Oh, yes. I've already had to cut weight twice.
So
how's the process of that?
Yeah, how do you get your energy to come to school and then go to practice and, no food in your system?
Well, not necessarily. Like I said, you don't starve yourself. So I would drink, a bottle of water probably throughout the day, just one. And then, maybe snack around, eat a couple, almonds or something.
She said almonds.
Hey, you got to eat what you got to eat.
Eat a couple of almonds. Oh, I would be livid.
Okay, yeah, at first I was a little livid. My mom wants to cook the best meals when I have to cut. One time, I had a tournament, and I was over 1 pound, and I still need to go under. Guess how I slept? 3 blankets on me, sweatpants, a hoodie, and socks. And then on top of that, I walked to school that morning.
You know what? Coach E, he is a good coach and a good, amazing teacher. But I would quit. If I had to cut, oh, no.
Well, that's why you have to gain discipline for yourself where you do not have to cut.
So this is where I crash the show, you know what I'm saying? Look, first of all, I would never make somebody cut weight that couldn't afford to cut weight. We definitely play by the rules. Y'all trying to get me fired over here on this little podcast.
I'm not.
She wants to quit. I'm trying to tell her it's not that bad.
I came in here a minute ago and y'all was talking about weight.
Yes.
I left for about 5 minutes, came back. Y'all still talking about weight, man?
Because we was coming back to it.
Okay.
Because I had to get more in
just so the public is definitely aware. I ain't asking nobody to cut more than a couple pounds if they're close on weight.
I cut though,
and they do it the right way.
Yes.
Hopefully that's what you told them.
Yes, I'm telling them.
Okay, I'm out of y'all show then. I'm out of y'all show.
To be fair, he said that I did not have to cut, but I had to wrestle 235. Do you really think I want to wrestle?
Hold on.
Yeah.
How?
Okay.
Hold on. Okay. So you don't have to wrestle in your weight class?
Okay.
You can't go down, but you can go up.
I can go down if I want to. That's when you have to cut.
Right, but if you don't cut, you got to go up.
Yeah.
235 is a big jump from 190.
Okay, so how girls work, it goes 160, 170, and this is where it gets a little weird. It jumps to 190. And now we're in heavyweights. And I will have to wrestle 235, the big girls.
So, do you think that you're going to wrestle a boy this year?
I would hope not. If I have to, then I'm going to go out there to try to do my best. But for the most part, I'll just act like it's a girl. And if I beat them, I will never stop bragging about it.
Oh, I wouldn't either. That's my friend.
Oh, yeah. I think all the boys would be scared of me. They're already scared of me now because I wrestle. So they call me manly, but I don't care because I could be manly, but watch me go to state this year.
For wrestling, in which I go to state for nothing. Anyways, so practice be good.
Practice.
Yo, coach in here.
Practice is practice. It's really hard. The intensity has to be high, or we're gonna just keep running. But for the most part, practice is not always gonna be enjoyable.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy wrestling. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoy wrestling. And I can't wait to watch their duel. If y'all are coming, this is going to be posted after the fact, but I hope everyone who's watching this came to the duel on Tuesday and watched Lawton High beat Mac.
And cheer us on.
Yes, cheer them on. Because we love our wrestlers. Love our wrestlers. Okay. Well, we're going to close it out for episode 8. Thank you, Kennedy, for joining us.
Having me.
We love Kennedy. Love Kennedy. Okay. And we'll be back next week for Podclass 9 with Wade, John, and Mr. E. So it should be an interesting one. So make sure you come back to watch that. Yeah. Okay. And that's it for Podclass 8. Podclass 8.